Welcome back to another episode of Teachers in Transition, the podcast and the YouTube channel. My name is Kitty Boitnott. I am the owner of Boitnott Coaching, LLC, and the founder of Teachers in Transition. I consider myself a heart-centered career transition and job search coach who specializes in working with burnt-out teachers who are ready for a new career path. I'm also a certified stress management coach, however. So on alternating weeks, I talk about stress one week and career transition on alternating weeks. This week, the topic is career transition. Now, last week I talked about stress during the holidays, and this week I want to talk specifically about job hunting and making career choices during the holidays. A lot of people mistakenly think that they should knock off their job search during the holidays, that there aren't going to be any positions open during the holidays, or that the kinds of jobs that are open are the kinds of jobs that teachers might not necessarily be interested in. But I have researched this topic and talked about it and written about it over the years. In fact, I found an article this morning that I had submitted to Forbes magazine. It was published in 2018 about this time on this very topic. And I also found that I had talked about this topic in episode 39. So if you want to listen to that episode and hear some repetition, go right ahead, because this is an important topic. The wisdom is, the traditional wisdom among career coaches and counselors is that you do not want to slack off on the holidays in your job search, that in fact you want to be doubling down, because there may be openings that weren't open just a few weeks ago. And the reason might be that the company has discovered money that they need to spend on a particular position. And if they don't fill that position before the end of the year, they will lose that revenue. So they have to hire somebody by the end of the calendar year. You want to be there so you can strike while the iron is hot, as they say. The other reason is that HR directors are still working through the holidays. They're still trying to fill important positions that are open. And we've all heard about the number of people who are leaving their jobs, which creates new openings. And you never know if there might be a good opportunity for you out there. Now, I found out this morning, I was reading up on this very topic, and I discovered that there is perhaps a new estimate of how long a job search may take. I've always said, because I've been told by various experts, that you can expect the average job search for a college-educated individual who's looking to transition, make some sort of lateral move that will provide the kind of income that they were used to making. And in that case, it would be to match what a teacher is making at a particular point on the scale. That I always told my clients that it was a 4 to 6 month effort to find a new job. According to a statistic that I ran across this morning, it's now up to 29 weeks, which is just over 7 months. And that's probably an average. So you could say between 6 and 9 months would be a practical expectation. Now, a lot of people do find jobs sooner than that, sooner than the average. They also sometimes go longer than the average, however. That's why it's an average. And that means you can't delay getting started in your job search. You can't take a break during your job search. If you're really determined to make a change, you just have to stay focused on it and not let anything detract or distract your attention. And you have to stay with it, even though it's hard, even though it's tedious, even though you will lose heart, even though you may start telling yourself that this is a pointless effort on your part. Mindset is 90% of every successful job search. I promise you, 90% mindset. Whether you can believe in yourself enough to know that there is another job out there for you that you just haven't found yet, that may not even be open yet. So you want to be prepared so that you can strike while the iron is hot, as they say. When the opportunity presents itself, you are there, you are ready, you have your resume in hand, you have an idea of what to write in your cover letter, your LinkedIn profile is up to speed so that a potential employer can find you online and see that everything that's in your resume is verified in your LinkedIn account. I also read this morning that if a potential employer can't find you online, they're less likely to be interested in following up with you. So you definitely need a LinkedIn profile. The creation of a viable resume, the understanding of what to put into a compelling cover letter, what to include in a stellar LinkedIn profile, and ultimately how to prepare for the interview. All of these things take time to prepare. No one is ready for a job search without preparation unless they've got a family member or a close friend in the company that they happen to get hired by. If you are just a regular Joe or regular Jane out there thinking that it's ready, you're ready for a job change, you're ready for a career switch, but you don't know what it is that you want to do. First, you have to decide what it is that you want to do. And then you have a need for the resume, the cover letter, the LinkedIn profile, and the interview skills. And that's just part of the puzzle. You also need to understand about networking and about using other social media platforms besides LinkedIn. You need to understand how to write that resume with the applicant tracking system in mind. All of these moving parts of a job search, you need to educate yourself about. This is why I've provided a program called Jumpstart Your Job Search. And if you'd like to know more about that program, I'm offering a free webinar tonight, Thursday, the 16th of December, and again on Saturday at 3 p.m. I believe it's 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And I'm inviting you, if you'd like to attend, to use the link in the show notes to sign up and register. I'm also going to include the link to the article that I wrote for Forbes. And you can go back and listen to episode 39 if you'd like to hear more about job hunting during the holidays. The main point is you don't slack off during the holidays just because you think everybody else is slacking off. Let them slack off. You be the go-getter. You be the person who's got that competitive edge because you're not taking a break over the holidays. And then be ready to ramp up and be very serious about making a change in the next few months of 2022. If you'd like help with that, I can offer help. I'll be starting a brand new cohort of my Jumpstart Your Job Search group coaching cycle on January 3rd, 2022. A 16-week course on how to figure out what you want to do next and how to navigate the complicated and complex job search process. So all of that is coming up. The main point of today's message is if you are job hunting, don't stop. I also want to say to you that if you haven't started your job search yet and you think you want to make a change in 2022, you better get started. If it is true that the average job search these days is 29 weeks, that's about the amount of time you've got left at school before you would need to hand in a resignation. You don't have a minute to waste. So get started, whether you're working with me or you find somebody else or you try to navigate it on your own. Now, let me just say, studies show, I know for a fact that if you find somebody to help you, you'll speed up your job search. If you try to do it on your own, you may be able to be successful, but it's going to take you longer. You're going to make mistakes. Trust me, I know. So I would recommend that you get help. Consider it an investment. Consider it an opportunity for yourself to get the help that you need so that you can make the change you want sooner rather than later. and avoid making the costly mistakes that most people make when they are job hunting, like taking a break over the holidays. That's a costly mistake. So get out there, start your job search, get going. Don't slack off for the holidays if you're already in the midst of your search. Double down if you can. And make 2022 the year that you finally make the change you want. That's it for now. Don't forget, if you'd like to attend tonight's or Saturday's webinar event, sign up at the link in the show notes, and I hope to see you there. Have a great day.